Oh, yes. This is one of those moments where I tell you the truth. I'm on one today, and I'm hoping that Jesus fills me up so I can pour out this blessing of freedom from debt and guru antics. That's what I'm trying to do today. I do it every year when the Sephora VIB sale comes around, when the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty comes around. I come on here and truth tell so you can go in there and be successful and happy instead of burdened with debt, miserable, and decluttering because you don't know how you got here, why you even came to this place, what's the matter, I got too much makeup, I got to, We're not going there today. We're getting set free from another one of those guru antics. I'm going to tell you today's topic is do not watch another foundation review video because they are bad for your wallet and they are bad for your joy of makeup. Every foundation review video is a lie. It is a lie. Not saying that the guru is lying, although I believe 90% of them are. I watch them, I analyze them, I strategize on them, and I see all those full bottles of foundation. You have to use up at least half a bottle of foundation before you know how it works. And since their bottles stay full year in and year out, when they do an empties video, they ain't got nothing to show. They do declutter videos and they declutter all this full stuff. They don't know what they're talking about. They ain't used nothing, not a thing, and they didn't pay for it. It's PR. And even the people who appear to be paying for it, if they've got 25,000, 50,000, 200,000 subscribers, their YouTube check is more than covering the money they're spending on foundation. So it is a business expense for them. My YouTube check do good right now to buy me a monthly McDonald's dinner for two. You know, I'm not lying to you. It's the truth. It's the truth. But I'm hoping that the Lord blesses my channel, and one day I see the bounty of, you know, a decent YouTube channel. But right now my YouTube channel is a burger money, and at McDonald's, not some fancy sit-down burger place. I'm just telling you the truth. But in spite of that, because I have financial acumen and I know when something's bad for my health, I'm doing all right. So don't cry for me. I'm doing all right over here, and I want you to be blessed too. This is what you're going to get if you do what I'm recommending that you do here. Very simple thing. Don't watch another foundation review video. It's okay to watch people do a get ready with me and see what they're actually using. But if they just getting on here talking and lying, yes, I said it, talking and lying. I said it and I meant it. And I will explain myself, if not in this video, in another one. I'm going to do it today, but I'm long-winded. And I know so far you guys don't like to hear me talk for a long time. But I used to be a professional talker. I like to make all my points. I don't want to just, I want you to understand I know what I'm talking about. I've done my research. Today's thing, this is what I want you to get. I want you to get up every morning and feel confident when you're putting on your makeup. I want you to feel like you made the best choice for yourself. I want you to be happy with it. I want it to be something that you love. And if you were to do a favorites video every month, you could go into do your favorites video and share what you're using and explain why you love it. That's what I want. You say, well, wouldn't foundation review videos help me with that? No, because first of all, these people aren't using this foundation. All their bottles are always full. Up until I get halfway finished with a bottle of foundation, I can't speak to how it actually works on my skin, because at first use, it's still working on the glory of the past foundation I use. I don't know if that foundation is going to build up in my skin and I'm going to end up with those big old water bumps. if I'm just using it one time and moving on. Also, when I put a foundation on my skin, I don't know if it's going to be cakey eventually. I don't know if that foundation is great for a month and then within a month's time something happens because of the packaging and all like that, so it's not so great. I don't know if that foundation works in my environment. For instance, foundation is very regional. More regional than just your area. Like for instance, if I lived in Texas where it's hot and muggy, I would like certain foundations. I live in California where it's dry. I'm gonna like a different foundation. If I go and live and I'm in a high elevation, I'm gonna like a different foundation. If you see a cookbook, they even say, depending on your environment, making bread, it's different in each area. If I'm in an air-conditioned, dry office environment, I'm gonna want a certain foundation. If I'm out in the sun all day, working outside, I'm gonna need a different foundation. If I am a person that's getting up, going to work, leaving work, picking up my kids from daycare, then got to go home, cook dinner for my husband, you know, and then want to spend some time looking beautiful for him, I'm going to want a different foundation to say somebody whose kids are grown, the grandkids only come a few times a year, and it's just me and Spotty the dog most of the time, you know, and I no longer care, you know, if my ancient husband is looking at me, and I fear no woman in this marriage because it's, you know, like 100 years old. You know, it's different requirements. It's different requirements. And these foundation reviews are not dealing with these tough issues. When I used to work in the store while I was working my way through college as a makeup artist, and I was constantly changing women's foundation because these older women would still be wearing the foundation of a 16-year-old. And some 16-year-olds are buying these prestige foundations that are for grannies. I want to tell you right up front, if you're 20 years old, you have the skin I'm buying from Dior and Giorgio Armani and La Mer. If they had a foundation that made my ancient skin look 20 with your acne, with the spots in your skin, if their foundation gave me the firmness of your skin, and people would mistake me for being a 20-year-old with acne when I put that foundation on, I would go to the counter after getting a loan from my bank and buy it all. You would have to buy it from me on eBay, and every woman my age would be trying to get a bottle. You know, you think Furby was a thing a long time ago. Honey, foundation that made my skin look 20 years old, or anybody's skin look 20 years old, there would be no price because nobody would get plastic surgery anymore. Okay, so you have what I want and what a lot of women like me want. If you're 20, you don't need Dior and Giorgio Armani. That's for us young at heart women to get our skin to look 10 years younger. And it's still not looking 20 like you. You are just, go to the drugstore and get you something. Go to the Dollar Tree and get you something. You're gorgeous. You know, you will look good. It's about you getting it to the point where you're happy. Be grateful with what you have. I remember when I was young going and getting this cheap stuff, and me and my girlfriend would sit up in the bathroom putting it on, and at that time there were the cholos, and the cholo girls would be in the bathroom teaching us how to burn the eyeliner with a cigarette lighter because our eyeliners were cheap, you know, and we loved it. And okay, I don't know how we looked, but we loved how we looked, and we were proud of it, and it gave us our own confidence that we were growing into women of this world and society. I want you to have that. And if you turn off these reviews of foundations, they aren't reviews of foundations. These people aren't using it. And I'll tell you something else. I'm noticing these folks' skin starting to look bad from using all these foundations at the same time. That these foundations are going bad, got all kinds of germs in them. They got these big old water bumps on their chin in their 30s. Ridiculous. Anybody who's into beauty and skincare, you shouldn't have that kind of problem. You need to take that money and go someplace and get that issue taken care of. Don't waste your money. These foundations are a problem for them. This is a money-grabbing game. You look fine in your foundation. Look good, you know? There was a time when women only had one color lipstick, and we think all those old ladies from the 1940s are gorgeous. You're just that gorgeous today. Get off this train. Recognize that Foundation reviews are a scam. Go back to the beauty counter. Enjoy the experience of visiting for a month or two as you pick your foundation. Make them people work to sell you a foundation. Get the one that you really, really want and are pining for. Allow yourself to enjoy wanting that foundation to the point where you can't stand it anymore, and you finally go in there and buy that one foundation and you use it and brag about it. Let it be your secret weapon of beauty that you enjoy, and use it and enjoy it. And don't ever go to these videos seeing these people with these brand new full bottles of foundation lying to you as if they are a foundation expert and they have anything to say to you about foundation. Let these videos sit and rot in the YouTube box of things that we never look at because they have no value, and teach these people that they will not come on here and ruin our lives. Do you know what you do when you collect foundation? I'm going to use my financial acumen to explain it to you in financial terms now. If 10 years ago, so like 2009, if you had spent $1,000 by putting it into a money market account in the stock market, even with it recently going down to wherever it is now, you would have put $10,000 into the stock market and you would be a millionaire now. There is always that type of opportunity out there. You just need to have that $1,000 in the bank. So when it's your time, you can take advantage of it. You don't have to go get a loan. You don't have to ask your parents for the money. You don't have to go ask your friends for the money. You don't have to sit up and try to get your husband or your boyfriend or, turn tricks with a future president, go on CNN and tell your story for money, try to get it turned into a movie. You're not going to have to do anything like that. You're going to be a quiet little millionaire because you didn't waste your money on foundation. You didn't ruin your skin, because you spent $100 on foundation, so you're trying to stretch it for a year when it's supposed to be finished in 3 to 6 months. You didn't do that. You listened to this little lady on YouTube giving you some sage advice. That's what we older people do, giving you some sage advice. So now, for the rest of your life, you're full of joy, and you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, and debt-free, and you're sitting up with $1 million 10 years from now in the bank, and you don't even have to tell anybody. Don't tell nobody. It's your little secret. Don't nobody have to know. We're doing this together because, I'm starting where I am too. I like giving money to charity. I'm not going to stop doing that. But the Lord will enable me to get more money, and I'll be able at some point to save up and have that $1,000 cash in the bank to, towards a business or something that the Lord will show me at some point. And you're going to have yours too. And we're going to do this together. And we're not going to fritter away our lives on foolishness like a foundation. It's not even a blush or an eyeshadow or a lipstick. Something that somebody can see makes a difference. This is just crap ton of nothing, just wasting money unnecessarily. Please comment below that you're no longer going to collect foundations, that you're going to use the foundation you have, and you're going to love it. If you go in the bathroom and that foundation's a little bit brown, you say, ooh, I don't need to wear bronzer today. I'm good, Yeah. Yes. You looking a little light? Just say that, today you started to have one of those young folks look where, they put on the white foundation and wear the dark eyes. Rock that look, if that's the way it's going to be, do it. Be a new you. Explore. You're a mod today or whatever it is. I don't know the young folks' term. Young folks, put the terms in the comments section. And if you're going to enjoy what you have and know that you're debt-free, gorgeous, and beautiful, yes. Jesus loves you. And I love you with all that Jesus in me. You're beautiful, gorgeous. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, watch another video and click on the afro.